Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Town Channel. We're here off of Warm Springs Road, if you can believe it, in Henderson, in the area known as Cadence, C-A-D-E-N-C-E, where they're building all of these new homes, townhomes, etc. Warm Springs did not used to look like this, I can promise you. This stretch of roadway. They have definitely enhanced it, at least its appearance. So again, when it comes to the other areas of town, especially on the east side of Las Vegas, they can definitely beautify these things, guys. They can definitely help improve and enhance the appearance of these things to help increase civic pride, increase homeowner pride, and ultimately increase homeowner value. So we're coming up here to Lake Mead Parkway. This is not to be confused with Lake Mead Boulevard. Lake Mead Boulevard is on the north end of town. Lake Mead Parkway is down here on the south end of town. Lake Mead Parkway will take you down into the heart of Henderson, pretty much downtown Henderson down there. But if you look at a map, north to south, top to bottom, the Lake Mead Boulevard is B, which is on top, and Lake Mead Parkway is P, letter P here on the bottom of your map. So that's one way to delineate between them. One's north and one's south. But they've had a lot of confusion, certainly, with a lot of the different roads and naming of the roads here in town over the years, for sure. We're going to pause it for a sec. Got the green light here at Lake Mead Parkway, finally. That was a long light. But Lake Mead Parkway will take you all the way out to Lake Mead. It'll also take you, it's one of two routes out to Lake Las Vegas out there. We did some videos out there at Lake Las Vegas. Feel free to check those out in our video library. We have over 7,000 videos in our video library. So feel free to check those out. So we come up here to Center Street, and now you can see the neighborhood change right here. So Henderson, in a lot of ways, is kind of like, I mean, when it comes to governmental apathy, and again, I have folks who tell me that I'm making fun of folks and the way they live and everything, and that's not true. That's not what I'm here because I believe government can and should do better for folks, without a doubt. They certainly do in Summerlin. They certainly do down in Green Valley, in that part of Henderson. We're all supposed to be equal, right? Well, that equality extends to living and living conditions and everything else. Now, how you live inside your own house, that's your business. But insofar as the roadways and all of that, and I also do this to help edify folks looking to move here and visit here, who may not know a whole lot about the area, may want more information about it. Thankfully now, in this age of YouTube, and being able to do these videos and upload them, hopefully we're able to bring you some of the information that you can usually, not usually, some of the information that you can hopefully use. Warm Springs Park with a C, over here off to the right in this development. Emden Place. So we're coming out here to the eastern terminus of Warm Springs Road, and you can kind of see how the neighborhood slightly improves again. I'm going to come up here to Racetrack Road. I think Warm Springs used to end here at Racetrack, if I'm not mistaken. Now I don't remember. And it looks like we got an Amazon van over here off to the right, and of course he's going to take, yep, Liberty. So 35-mile-an-hour speed limit in here, down to 2 lanes at this very eastern edge of Las Vegas. But not as far east as Lake Las Vegas. Lake Las Vegas is even further out, way out there. So we have some European city names in here. Lisbon Street, Milan Street. Have a dome-shaped building there on that property. And here we come up to the very eastern terminus. So if you've never seen it, here it is. The eastern terminus of Warm Springs Road. We'll make a right here onto Orleans Street. Now we're back in America, I guess. They abandoned the European names. You have some big homes out here, though. That much is true. And you're kind of up at elevation. So you have a B out here and a Q. They like to do this out west here. They like to put these letters up. The B, I believe, is for Boulder City or Basic. One of those. I'll have to try and look that up again. I know Tobin, one of our members, Tobin, God bless him, he terrific member, does a lot of work for our channel here. As we continue south on Orleans Street. I believe he said that was for Basic. And they have Basic High School out here. They do that in Reno too, with the letters on the sides of the mountains and stuff. Usually it's for the parts of town. This is Paris Avenue here. More likely to use a four-wheeler out here than anything else. We'll make a left here. It looks like there's another road over here. The Q, though, I'm not sure what the Q could stand for. And this is Parowan Street, it says. Okay. Just want to see if there's there's no signage or anything up here indicating what it could be, etc. And this street curves. So now I'm on some street that I don't know. Magic Way. Oh, there we go, Tobin. Chevelle. Old Chevelle, nice. Love the old cars. Love seeing the old cars here. It's really, really cool, in my opinion. And got a dirt road over here off to the side. I'm gonna pause it here for a sec. So we're gonna continue. Make a right here. A little bobcat sitting out here in the desert. Back here to Parowan Street. Ooh, look at this. Another Chevelle. Got some Chevelles all over the place out here. Back here to Parowan. There's a Ford Galaxy. My dad actually used to have an old Ford Galaxy. The one he had the turn signals up on the hood. So you would see the turn signals up on the hood as you were driving. This is actually a pretty cool shot, looking due west out at the southern part of town, southeastern and southwestern part of town, directly in front of us out there. That's the one thing about living out here on the edge of town. You do get some fabulous views. Unlike, certainly, Florida, where everything's flat. You have to be up in a condo, essentially, just to have a view of any sort. But back here on Orleans Street, this is Drake Street. Whoa, no it's not. It is not an open street. But nice big house right here. The edge, or end. There's the BQ in the side of the mountain. Yeah, so they have a big N in the side of Peavine Mountain up in Reno. That's for the UNR, University of Nevada, Reno up there, the Wolf Pack. And then they have they have a D, I think, for Demonte Ranch up in the south side of town there. Here is Qatar Avenue, or as I've heard it in some commercials, Qatar Airways. No, I can't go there because that's a dead end too. But it's really interesting just to explore out here. At least I think it is, to come out here and just explore the east edge of town, any of the edges of town really, because it's only a matter of time before they just keep expanding and expanding. And you can see that if you saw the videos for Lake Las Vegas, you could see how they can easily just close in that gap that currently exists, that open desert in between Boulder Highway and Lake Las Vegas. They can easily close that in. This is Milan Street right here. But after all, here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Please check out my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. Common spelling on that, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does astrology and spirituality. And also please check out Vids for Mike. He does sensational sunrise and sunset videos here on YouTube. That's VIDSFROMMIKE. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much.